Thymus, the collective of ascended masters, the divine plan blessings. We are Thymus. We are the collective of ascended masters. You are the ones who gave us the name of the ascended masters, to signify the high esteem in which you hold us, and we appreciate that, of course. We love you, and we adore you, but we simply cannot possibly see ourselves as being better than you, or seeing any type of hierarchy to exist within this universe, or within any universe for that matter. All parts of the universe are needed, and it is required for all parts of this universe to function as they were created to function. And therefore, when you feel like you are falling short of the goals that you have set for yourself, please recognize that those goals are very much created by you, and that they often result in you feeling like you are not measuring up. As you begin to understand that you are exactly where you are supposed to be, and that the only thing missing from the current moment you are in is self-love, then you can start to get your priorities straight. And certainly, you move further from self-love when you are in judgment or criticism, or even resistance to someone else, because they are meant to show you an aspect of yourself that you have yet to fully embrace. And so, being hard on others is also something that you do that is very mind-oriented and unnecessary. You can always reframe something to soften it, and to make it more digestible. So for example, when you see someone out there who is clearly operating from a lower vibrational frequency, instead of judging them, or simply thinking, I do not like them anymore, you can realize that the person is playing the role that they are meant to play in this universe in order to complete it. You see, everything is always changing in this universe of ours, but nothing needs to. No one needs to get better, to improve, to evolve. It just is. It's just what's happening. And always will be happening. And when you let go, you let it happen. But when you get down on yourself for being where you are, or who you are, then you are not aligning with source energy, and that doesn't feel good. Recognize that if you are making a lot of mistakes, by your definition, in your life, then you are exploring what it is like to make a lot of mistakes, and that's okay. Acknowledge that every time you slip up in one way or another, you give source that experience through you, and therefore, you fulfill your life's purpose. Your purpose is to exist and to exist as you, but if you think your purpose is to do something, and you are not doing it, then you're being unnecessarily hard on yourselves, and that's not a part of your purpose. Self-love starts with self-acceptance. Self-acceptance begins when you bless all circumstances, as they are, including you and your relationship to your gifts, or abundance, or other people. The simple answer to every question then must be, relax. Everything is as it is supposed to be, and it will get better. But it doesn't need you to force it to get better. It's a natural phenomenon that we all get to experience together, and we can say that because each and every one of us has been exactly where each and every one of you are right now. And in some ways, we still are there. So relax, and take it easy. Especially when it comes to yourselves and your fellow humans. All is working out according to the divine plan. That is all for now. We are Thymus. We are the collective of ascended masters, and we are always amongst you. One who serves and Shoshanna, timelines. Master OWS. Om Mani Padme Hum, Om Mani Padme Hum, Om, Om. One who serves here, Shoshanna is here, and we are ready for your questions, if you have them. We kind of think that there may be questions about this timeline thing, but if it is not, that is okay. Whatever your questions are, we will attempt to answer them to the best of our ability in terms of bringing you what you need, not simply what you want. We are ready for your questions here. Member? Well, I'll jump in with a question, since we are talking about timeline. Oh, did I jump over somebody? Okay, who? Master OWS. You just jump in. Member? So, my question is this: we were talking in our discussion about creating the timeline we prefer, which seems like we are. But a lot of us have heard, I guess fear-mongering would be the right term, But some post is saying, prepare, and have your money, and have your food, and it's the military is the only way, and there could be disruption in Phoenix, Arizona, with the cartels, and the gangs, and all that stuff. Is all that negative stuff gone from this timeline we are currently on, or might there be a few little hiccups along the way this year, and into before the inauguration? Master OWS. We will tell you that the timeline that you are creating, you, as an individual, you, as a group, you as collective, that are moving onto this new timeline, or timelines we will say at this point, for the not quite moved into only one timeline yet. But as you are moving into this new timeline, you need to focus more and more on doing exactly that, the timeline that you are creating, not the one that they have wanted to create for you. They being the dark forces. You see, they will attempt to hold you to their timeline as much as they possibly can. Which then includes the fear-mongering. As you are saying, spreading fear, wherever they can, for that is their game plan, that is all they have ever known, is to spread fear. Because in the past fear held them in control, kept them in control. And they are realizing though more and more now, that it is not working for them. And they're beginning to give in, we will say here. So even the 2 point of rendering to the light here, but they will fight to the end. There will be many that still will fight to the end, and will not give in, until it is so far beyond that they can do no other than, just simply flow away on their own old timeline that they had created. Okay? Shoshanna, do you have something to add here? Shoshanna. We can add, if you wish for us to give our perspective, dear sister. Member. Of course, always Shoshanna. Shoshanna. Dear sister. One who serves has given a full account, and has been accurate in their perspective. What we will say is that, this is up to you. Where you are, what timeline you choose. It is all up to you. There's no, we would say, bleed through from one timeline to another. It is just that humans become very curious, and so they will listen to some narrative that puts them perhaps on another timeline, and then they rejoin the timeline that they wish to create for themselves. But what must be very clear about all of this is that it is you choosing, it is your choice, what you remain on, and what you do not remain on. Because you are the creator of that timeline. You see, but you can bounce back and forth, if you wish. The important thing here is that, realize that, the thing that they are doing, the control through fear, is a narrative, and it is not the truth. It is just a narrative to swing you around to them. So that you do not take the power fully of the creator that you are. So, just remember it is your choice. Namaste. Master OWS. We wish to remind you, have heard there's a chess match going on. The one side to makes their move, the other side makes their counter move, and so on and so on. And we would say in this chess match now, that the white has, the side of the white in terms of your white and black chess pieces. The white puts the black pieces in check, at this point, and it is not over yet, for it is not quite checkmate, but the both sides at this point know that the side of the white pieces have almost won the match here. The white pieces, the white light or the side of the light here knows that they are going to win and in effect have already done so, because the moves that the other side can make will not make a difference at this point, so checkmate is very near, okay? Member? So it would be who it would be, say, the spiritual masters, to back away, or look away from those fear podcast, and those people that are sharing. Boo, this could happen in Phoenix, and we're going to have this, and a nuclear war. We should absolutely not even pay attention to those negative predictions, right? Master OWS. Yes. That is very much so correct, yes. Master OWS. Would there be other questions here? Member? Well, so, as I was walking around one of my walks today, it occurred to me, and I think you might have already answered this, but I just want to solidify it. It occurred to me that the only reason we have an day is because we have been convinced that it's a big dark black void out there, so that when we turn away from the only light source allegedly, which is the sun, of course it would get dark. But in actuality, since it's all light out there, that's why we're not gonna have any night and day, because we'll finally be present. We've been created through our consciousness a darkness, but in actuality, when we get past that, it's all light out there. So there will be no night and day. Is that a correct assessment, Master OWS? We will say here simply that Archangel Michael let the cat out of the bag, so to speak. This occurred during the guided meditation. We cannot talk much more about this at this point. Member? But that's kind of what I did think today on this week on my walk, before he said that. So, that's why I was looking for validation. It occurred to me on a walk. Master OWS. Yes. Shoshanna, do you have anything? Shoshanna. We do not. Master OWS. Very good. Then would there be other questions here? No further questions? Member? Well, let me just ask this one then for the collective here, because it was something I was gonna remark upon, but you probably remark upon it better. I think that the consciousness wars, the timeline wars actually, is what's happening now. It's like they're trying one thing and the other side is trying another, and that's the timeline war, and actually also sometimes like adjusting whether Nelson Mandela died or not for one particular side of the the light or the dark. Can you say more about those timeline wars for us, Master OWS? We can tell you that if you look back in your various movies that you have, especially Star Wars and things of this nature, that is somewhat of a documentary of what has occurred in the past. There have been many wars, many battles that has been fought throughout the universe here. Galaxies beyond this galaxy have had these various skirmishes, and even wars, and all of that has occurred, but it is coming to an end. It is coming to an end. And it is all about the ascension as Archangel Michael has given, and we have been saying for quite some time now, it's all about ascension. Once ascension occurs for you, and the entire planet here, the idea of war, and battles, and fighting, and fear, and all of this will be history. It will be in your forgotten history, in terms of forgive, forget, and move on. So, you will not even need to think about that anymore. Think about those that are in their ships, that are in a fifth-dimensional and beyond expression. They do not think in terms of battles and war and things unless it comes to them in some way. And then they simply ward it off. They do not have to, as you would say, fight, and kill, and all of these things. They just simply defend themselves, and that defense creates the demise of those that are attacking them. We will say, we have given much here in this, much more than we intended to do at this point, but you are coming more and more to an understanding where this type of thing can be grasped at your current consciousness level. For your current consciousness level has indeed increased dramatically here. That is all we can say here. Shoshanna, do you have anything to add here? Shoshanna. Well, we can add here. You have given a very good answer. But we wish to perhaps rephrase a little bit. Maybe we do that, dear sister. Member? Yes, please. Shoshanna. Well, what we will tell you is this, and one who serves has already answered this, but what we will tell you is this. The idea of a war, even in terms of, you are saying timeline war, does not exist if you know who you are. Once you know who you are, you do not join into that idea, you see. So, for examples, we will take the example of Star Wars. The one known as Yoda was completely merged with the divine, with a higher self, and knew who he was. And he knew that all these things that were going on around him were the result of those around him not knowing who they were. So, for example, the one character Luke Skywalker did not know who he was until he faced himself, and he faced himself through his father. And that's how he faced himself and the dark side of his own being, and then he knew who he was. You see. So there would be no more what you call war. War occurs when people do not know who they are, and do not know that they have a choice, you see. So everything is a choice. You do not have to choose a timeline war, You can just simply be on the timeline you wish to be on, and forget about the idea of a struggle. The word war denotes a struggle, and if you do not wish to participate in a struggle, then you do not give this idea any further thought. Nam asked. Master OWS. Very good. Would there be any further questions here? Member. Yes. Master OWS. Yes. Member. I just quickly wanted to know, how is Rita doing on the other side? Shoshanna. We will share. Master OWS. Yes, please do. Shoshanna. We have been in contact with her dear brother. Do you wish us to share our experience? Member. Oh yes, for sure. Yes, of course. Shoshanna. Our dear sister Rita is enjoying new lessons. She is enjoying participating in the education of the higher self of the divine. She is enjoying this, and she has felt the freedom of her soul and her spirit being released from the body that was ill. You see, she was sick. She wished for this, and she achieved it, you see. So she is in joy. Nam asked. Member. Thank you. Master OWS. Very good. Any further questions? Then we are ready to release channel. Shoshanna, do you have a parting message? Shoshanna. Well, there were so many good things in this conversations that you had, that we cannot add any more wisdom to this, but we will just say that you are all on the right road, on the right track, to achieve the highest dimensional self that you can achieve. Nam asked. Master OWS. Very good, and we just simply add to this, that just continue on, and continue to create the timeline that you want. Find yourself on that timeline that you want. Do not let yourself slip back, do not be back on the old prophecy timeline, and all of this, that was brought about again to hold control over the population of the planet. Let that go, and just simply move on into your ascension process. Shanti, peace be with you, be the one. Source: arrayofflight.com. The other videos are in the English video playlist. Help me spread the light, click like, share, and subscribe to the channel. Thank you.